Hello, in this video we will create an API endpoint that will download files in a zip file. As you can see on a screen, you have seen in many applications where user can select multiple files and can download as a zip file. In this video we will create an API endpoint that will return files in a zip file. I will use .NET 6 in this project. I have created one web API project. You can see .NET version from csproc file which is 6. In .NET 6, Microsoft has removed the startup file. Now we have only program file. For this zip API endpoint, I'm not using any library or package. We have one controller which is zip controller. In this controller, I have injected iWebHost environment service. We will use this to get the local path of a file on a server. In this controller, I have created three endpoints. Download all files. We will pass the folder name to this endpoint and it will return all the file from that folder in a zip file. This method is a get endpoint. Next one is download files by name. We will send file names to this endpoint and it will return files in a zip file. This method is a post endpoint. Next one is download file in a zip. This endpoint will return file in a zip. This method is a get endpoint. In this project, I have added one folder named files. We will keep our file in this folder. One by one, we will try to understand the logic of each endpoint. They are almost same with minor changes. First method is download all files. Return type is task. This method will take folder name as a parameter. We will create a zip file on a client machine, read data from server and write on a client machine. With this approach, download will start immediately and you can download large file with this approach. Response.content type will pass octet stream. We will pass octet stream because this endpoint will return binary data. Response.header.add in content disposition we pass the file name. Here files.zip is a file name. We can get local path of a server from host environment .content root path and combine with folder name. Directory.get files return path of all files from a given folder. In next line, we will open connection of a zip archive in a constructor. We will pass response.bodyWriter as a string and second parameter is mode which is create in a file path array. We have a path of all file. We get file path one by one through for each loop. Path.get file name return file name with extension from path. To create entry in a zip archive, pass file name. Next, we will open entry stream of a zip archive. Open file to read. Copy to zip stream. Now I will start the app. Open Swagger page. We send the folder name in a request. Folder name is file. Response code is 200, which is sign of success. Swagger create download button if response type is binary. I will copy this URL and paste in a new tab. We can see download started immediately. I will open this file. This folder has 4 files. This API endpoint working fine. Now I will add a breakpoint. Click on execute. Press F10 or click on this icon. You can see local path of a server. All the file with path. File name from path. Click on continue. Now we will try these two endpoints. This is a post method. We will send file name in a request body in array. I will download two files, file.txt, ship.png, execute. Click on download file. But this zip file has one file because file.txt don't exist on a server. You can see file1.txt. Now we have two files in a zip. Now I will add breakpoint, execute. We can see file name in array. Here I check file exists on our server. If exists, then add in a zip archive. Rest of the thing is same. Third endpoint download file in a zip. We will send file name. It will download that file in a zip. File name is ship.png. I will copy this URL and will paste in a new tab. If I change the file name in a address bar, it will download that file. This is a binding model which I use in a post request. This is a code of third endpoint. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.